I guess James Gunn just constantly likes to paint a target on himself recently and get all sorts of people angry at him. So recently, he made some rather what people are saying are controversial comments in relation to rushed scripts. And many people believe he's outright attacking Zack Snyder and the Snyder Cut. So James Gunn is no stranger to replying to people in regards to anything they ask him. And he's also no stranger to being able to speak his mind about anything in the industry and everything. And just to literally say what he feels about certain things working or not working in regards to some of his projects or even other projects. So recently, speaking to multiple fans that wanted to ask him about scripts, the projects he's worked on, and specifically rushed scripts, he was not a fan. And he essentially threw multiple, I guess you could say, directors, studios, pretty much everybody involved that rushes projects under the bus. The one big one that stood out to many people, which we're going to talk about here, is how he pretty much destroys anybody who works with unfinished scripts. And specifically, how this ends up degrading and ruining the final product. Because if you go in there and you start shooting things without a complete script, it doesn't end up working for the best in the long run. And he then talks about unprepared directors and how they sometimes get into this. They don't know what they're doing. They go on, just shoot things because they can. They're wasting money, they're wasting time, they have to scrap multiple scenes, they have to get back to reshoots, sometimes they're replaced or whatever. Many people believe that he's pointing out Zack Snyder's flaws because originally, Batman v Superman started shooting literally a handful of months after Man of Steel, and they started shooting a football sequence that Frank Miller was involved with, and then they scrapped all that, and then they started shooting Batman v Superman that following spring with another unfinished script, and almost none of that made it in. And the Snyder Cut, that's famous for, before even becoming the Snyder Cut, having multiple reshoots, no scripts, being on set. And is he calling that out? Not by name, but I think in general, he's just destroying everybody here. Because we've heard time and time again that movies now literally operate like this. They give you a deadline, and this is Marvel Studios as well. I'm not trying to cover up for them. They say, hey, we're starting on, let's just hypothetically say, January 10th. And the director and the writer are like, can we bump that to like February 10th? Because we don't have the script complete, especially for that one sequence that you guys want us to shoot first. They're like, no. Show up and shoot what you got. And they're like, okay. We've heard this time and time again. Hollywood literally operates like this because now you lock in a lot and a street is closed down so you can shoot for a week wherever. You have to be there because the moment you're done, another lot and another studio is opening up and somebody else is moving on what you just did. It's a quick industry now that's constantly revolving because we're getting more film and TV than ever before. So resources and everything's limited. So this is happening more frequently now. And James Gunn is venting his frustration. Rightfully so, because the end result is rushed projects.